Here's a look at the markets for for Tuesday, May the 5th, 2009. Here's our market profile charts that we like to take a look at, including the overnight session. Of course, we're eMiniDayTrader, and this is just a shortened version of about a 20-minute video that we post every day on our members section of our website. Let's take a look at what happened overnight to start with. Of course, we had the big up move yesterday, so this is what happened overnight. Here's our market and volume profile for today and yesterday. And you can see the market really kind of held its ground, didn't go anywhere. Nothing really changed overnight. And then when the market opened in the overnight session, it also opened in basically that same area. I was mentioning the 899.98 area in here as potential support. You can see the market did get down below it, although early in the day it really used this area as good support, and then finally dipped a little bit below it before finishing up in a pretty strong fashion. So the market seems to still have legs underneath it. Not surprising that we'd have a bit of a rest or a pullback today. The volume was relatively strong though, so we ended up with an inside day, and we're looking at the possibility of having another up leg as early as tomorrow, with the next major target in approximately 940 area. So that's in a broad sense, that's really what we're looking at heading into tomorrow. And you can see this is the individual profiles here. Even though the sell-off was dominated the market early in the session, you can see that late in the session the market turned around and ended up by closing right up here, right near its high. Basically the same close as yesterday, just slightly higher. So a pretty strong looking market, and could see a bit of give and take tomorrow. We're looking at the area in around 94 as support now. And of course today's high, yesterday's high is kind of a resistance area, more or less on a short term, not a long term, at least not at this standpoint. So that's really what we're looking at in that regard. We had several trades today, and let's see here. Let's just go ahead and take a look at them. Here's our 1 minute. The news came out and formed that large range BA. So we actually had a couple of triggers in here to trade against it, and our more experienced traders would not have taken those longs because there was some very obvious structural formation that led us to believe that the selling strength was pretty strong early in the morning, in the first couple of hours or so. And so these were weak setups, and they were both stopped out for any of our traders that took it. When it got back up into here, we did have a trade to get short, and then another attempt to get long. Both of these were in essence break even. It just kind of hovered in here too long, and this one didn't go anywhere in our 10 minutes. So more or less a break even on that scenario. But we did have a nice couple of double indicators here, double acceleration on these two. So we had a couple of nice long trades getting us in here on both of those guys. The first one was a break even, the second one worked out nicely. And then we had another we actually had a long trade in here. It hit our first objective but then pulled back, and when it did come down and made a new low, we actually had another deceleration in here, and we were able to get long once again right in here, and that quickly hit our first two objectives. We had one last trade to get long here, thinking that this new test of the new low here would probably not hold and return the market higher, which is what we were anticipating here in particular, after we had one of our red shaded areas here be erased. But it gave us kind of the pullback and then the move up. So unfortunately we didn't get on board that extended move higher, even though we certainly tried to when we did get long right in here and right in here. First one making us nice profit, the second one a break even trade. So these first couple of trades for our early traders who hadn't been with us for too long may have taken those, in which case it would have been a losing day today. But for the traders who have been with us for a little bit, would not have taken those trades and been nicely profitable today. So you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you. We're at eMiniDayTrader.com, and here's our email address, info@eMiniDayTrader.com. Thanks, and that'll be it for Cinco de Mayo, and look forward to posting another one for you tomorrow.